What's a typical shift? What do you guys run? 12-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts, 10-hour shift?
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and discuss all that stuff.
That's a question I'd like to know. The public would like to know.
If you want to make a criminal complaint, if you have a complaint to make.
I'm about to make a complaint on you for not answering any of my questions.
But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and answer all these questions because I do have work to do.
Well, I've got work to do. Freedom fighters. It's freedom news now. On the front lines in Adrian, Michigan, at the Adrian Police Department for a First Amendment audit. Let's go take a look around. So one thing you will notice, no American flag flying at this police department. Okay, so here's another angle of it. Side angle. Down Maumee Street. So let's go take a look around the back here. Here's the back of the station, their back lot. It's kind of tucked away here, hidden away next to this big church. So let's go take a closer look at your vehicles here, guys, that you taxpayers pay for. So here's a better view of the back lot of the Adrian Police Station. We'll see if we can get a patrol unit pulling in or out. Small lot, as you guys can see. We'll go back out to the sidewalk and there's somebody. Somebody pulling into the back lot. Boy, he was in a hurry to get inside. Okay guys, let's go walk around to the front of the police station, go back around to the front here, and maybe we'll go inside and see if they'll be helpful and answer some of our questions. So the Adrian Police Department here is located on Maumee Street. Got some sort of sculpture here called the Cubed. (155) Maumee Street. Police. Office hours 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Presented to the men and women of the Adrian Police Force. Here's some different items they have sitting out for the public to look at. Look at the size of that jail record, Adrian Police Department. That book, that's massive. So right here is your pill box, your med box, drop off all your unwanted drugs. Adrian Police will take them and most likely destroy them. In memory of Bobby Lynn Williams. So, kind of small area in the front here. Pretty good sized building, but some City of Adrian Police Department reserves 2010. So reserve officers, guys, are nothing more than unregulated militia. There's no standards or regulations necessary to be a reserve officer.
You passed your test, Tracy. How you doing?
How are we doing today?
Good.
I just had some questions. If maybe I could, how do I file a complaint against an officer at the Adrian Police Department?
Do you know what officer it is?
I've got an idea, yeah.
Okay. Well, you start with his shift supervisor.
You don't have a complaint form I can pick up? I'd like to pick up a complaint form if you have one, and I could return it. It's intimidating to just, to try to report on a police officer, and then you have 2 or 3 other police officers surround you, and it'd be easier just for the public to write it down and mail it in, or bring it in, hand it in. It's less intimidating. I know much of the general public fear the police, and so I'm in here to maybe get a few questions answered for the taxpayers.
really I don't really have any
No complaint form?
forms. Typically, you would call and talk to whatever his shift supervisor is. Yeah, I don't see anything in here.
That's something you guys need to get. You need to make it easy for someone to make a complaint on an officer.
No?
I know most departments have something, and many departments even have them sitting out for people.
There you go.
Complaint against employee form. Wonderful, wonderful. See, you learned something new today.
All you gotta do is drop it off.
Yeah,
with
thanks, I
whatever
appreciate it.
supervisor he is.
Cool. Got a few more questions here.
What you got?
Just a moment here. How many officers do you employ here at this department?
Probably around 27, 28.
How big is the city of Adrian? Like, what's the population size? If you got 28 officers and
About 21,000.
21,000, so about 1 per 1,000 people. That's not bad, that's not bad. See, you got a pretty small lot back there. Do you guys, what kind of, what's your, how many patrol units do you guys have? You guys got a lot of patrol, big fleet of cars, or?
I don't know.
No?
You'd have to go count. I don't know offhand.
Only saw a couple out there. How many officers do you generally have on duty on each shift?
Oh, that varies day to day.
So what's a typical day like?
It's a variation.
Of how many?
Depends on what's going on.
So 20, 28, all 28 on shift or at a time, or half that on each shift, or?
That's probably not possible. 28.
Well, how many do you typically have on shift at a time?
Well, whatever is needed for the day.
So what, on a typical day, on a normal day like today, how many? The public wants to know. These are questions the people of Adrian want to know. They want to know where their tax dollars are
Go
going.
to a city commission meeting, I guess, and ask that.
Well, we're right here at a police department. Why can't you answer that?
I'm telling you, it's different every day.
So what's a typical day look
Give you
like?
an answer and then have it be wrong because it's different every day.
Do you guys have a jail inside this facility? No jail, just a detention holding area, or no holding area? Where do you take everyone to? The jail here, the
Lenawee County Jail.
Lenawee County Jail? Okay, yeah, a pretty good sized jail. I see they're tearing down the sheriff's department. Are they just going to rebuild there at the Lenawee County Sheriff?
Yep.
Rebuild that building there? Okay, okay. Good. Do you guys participate in the DOD 1033 program, or now it may be titled something different, but accepting used military grade equipment?
I have no idea.
You have no idea, huh?
I have no idea.
Who are you? Could I get your name, who you are?
Yep, Lieutenant Whiting.
Oh, you're a lieutenant. You have no idea whether you have military grade. What kind of military grade weapons do you guys have here? Full autos, or
Again, that's
Colt
a
5.56?
commission meeting, and you want to ask commissioners?
Well, you're a lieutenant. You've got all these details. You can't answer.
Details for you.
You don't have any answers for me, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Whiting.
Any other questions pertaining to today?
I've had a lot. You haven't answered. You've answered one. You got me a complaint form, and that was kind of a struggle. I may just. I'll think of a few more questions while I'm in here looking around
Okay.
for you. I'll come up with some.
Well, do you have a complaint to make? Because honestly, I do have work to do here.
I may have a complaint to make. Yeah.
All right, well,
Yep.
you
I may
fill
have
out
one.
this complaint form, and we can have an officer come in and talk to you about your complaint that you want to make.
Initial complaint information. I never got that in the first place. You said you didn't have a form. You said I had to talk to an officer, and
No.
the officer on duty.
Yeah, you wanted to make a complaint
Yes, sir.
against an officer. I'm asking if you have a complaint that you want to file, a police report that you want to file.
I'm talking about a complaint, an officer complaint. A complaint on an officer, not a complaint of
Okay, then.
of a crime or any
You
infractions.
want to videotape, you
Sure.
can, photograph, sure.
Yeah, I'm just,
Right now I have other stuff to do.
yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, no problem. I don't want to keep you from doing your work.
Thank you.
Just gonna record and document what you're doing here. What's a typical shift? What do you guys run? 12-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts, 10-hour shift?
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and discuss all that stuff.
That's a question I'd like to know. The public would like to know.
If you want to make a criminal complaint, if you have a complaint to make.
I'm about to make a complaint on you for not answering any of my questions.
But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and answer all these questions because I do have work to do.
Well, I've got work to do. Okay, guys, so you see Lieutenant Whiting. He's failing to answer our questions here. For whatever reason, there's a secret. I don't know why it's a big secret.
I don't think so. Oh, no. He's fine. Fine.
Okay, someone just called to check up on the lieutenant here. His safety net called and he said that we're just videotaping and we're fine, so we're good there. So at least he didn't call the dogs on us. He's respecting our First Amendment rights, so that's a plus, guys. Although he refused to answer any of our questions, he is respecting our First Amendment. Okay, guys, we're gonna move out of here. We're gonna move on, finish our work. We didn't get many of our questions answered. Freedom fighters, thanks for joining us here today. Thanks for all the support. Can't thank you enough. If you like this First Amendment audit of the Adrian Police Department here in Adrian, Michigan, make sure you smash the subscribe tab, smash the like tab. As always, thank you for watching Freedom News Now. See you at the next report. FNN, signing out.